Coach Read will make an opening statement, and then he's happy to take questions.
I thought we hung around. We weren't playing necessarily great basketball. We hung around and gave ourselves a chance, and then 25-7 in the fourth quarter, they kind of took over the game. I thought we did some good things in the first half. We were forcing 15 turnovers, which is what we wanted, but we only forced 4 the second half. But we've had 20 turnovers back-to-back, so we definitely got to clean that up. I thought we were positive on the boards. We did have 20 offensive rebounds, so the girls were playing hard. I'll take any questions that you guys have.
You bookend the game with 2 really long scoring droughts, 7 minutes in the first and then 8 in the fourth. How do you mitigate that, I guess?
Yeah, I think it's just really trying to find out lineups. You know, we're playing a lot of different players and trying to find the right combinations. And, you know, we may struggle with that a little bit earlier on in the season, just trying to find the right combinations. But, you know, I thought the young ladies played hard when they were in there.
Oh, that they didn't score for that long?
Well, I thought their zone bothered us a lot today. You know, I thought their zone bothered us. Obviously, we weren't making shots in the first half. We were 4 for 14, 4 for 18, and so they just kept packing it in on us. And when we got it inside, they were kind of walling us up a little bit inside.
What can you say about Alicia's play and how she kind of was still being mobile in the paint, even though most of her shots were not falling, that she was trying
Yeah, I thought Alicia played really well. You know, she's a great player, mobile player, 14 points and 6 rebounds. So I thought she did some really good things. She played with some athleticism. She played with some energy. I thought she was one of our bright spots today.
Their size, especially 33 and 34, Westbeld and Brunel, did that contribute to like maybe wearing you down in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, a little bit. They scored 44 points in the paint, and that's where the game was won. You know, 44 points in the paint to 22. So they just got some better shots against us inside and made ours tough.
Coach, just wondering what it meant to you to see Felicia Jack honored at halftime and to see that jersey retired.
It was great. I mean, to see her number go up. I mean, she was a great player when she was here. She won a Big East championship, and one of the things about her, she called that championship before she got here, so that was pretty bold then. So she was a great player, very well deserving of her hanging her numbers in the rafters, and we have some other players that'll be able to follow behind her.
Even with the height differential, the team held up pretty well rebounding. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I thought it was just our activity. It was our effort. Our players were not lacking effort tonight. You know, our execution is going to just have to get better, and that's just going to come with chemistry. None of these players have played not 1 minute with each other, and so we're trying to learn that on the fly. And it's kind of tough to do that when you're playing a really good team the second game of the season. So we'll work through that.
And I know hindsight's kind of 20/20, but looking back on it, was there anything that you think you guys could have done differently that maybe would have mitigated the effects of some of their forwards down low?
Yeah, I just think that they just were really getting the ball into the high post a little bit. They've got some really good players that can make plays in there. And so, you know, we knew that they were capable of doing that. Brunel's really good in the high post. Westbell's good in the high post. They're a really good zone team.
How do you think your offense with the 5-out kind of system that you're running, how do you think that played out today, but also just how you can improve that?
Well, we really didn't get into 5-out because they were playing zone.
Are there any takeaways from today's game that will be adjusted for Wednesday's game?
Yeah, I'm okay with what we're doing. Again, we forced 15 turnovers, and we do that in the next half. We forced 30 turnovers, you know. So we just really have to be able to kind of to sustain our intensity. And we played a really good team here, and so we're going to learn a lot about ourselves from this game and push forward, and we'll be fine.
We knew going into the season that Najee Murray was coming over as a pretty lethal shooter. How would you grade out her performance?
Yeah, I thought she shot the ball. I thought she shot the ball pretty decent. She was 3 for 5 from the three-point line. That's what she does. So she did a good job.
What would the message be to the team after this?
Just keep pushing forward. You know, it's one game. You know, we're still trying to develop that chemistry, and so we'll keep pushing forward. Next game, we'll try to continue to get better.
You guys finished with 8 steals. Alicia was telling us that that's something that your team kind of prides yourself on, just using the speed on defense as well to try to create turnovers. How do you guys think you can improve on that number, but also just how does that number just show the speed you guys have right now?
Improve on steals? Yeah, I mean, it's the way that we play, you know. It's the way that we play. We had eight steals. You know, obviously, like I said, we would have liked to force more turnovers to get more opportunities, but we forced some, but we just gave them right back to them. So it was pretty much a wash with that.
Time for one more question.
Coach, what do you think of the impact of a player like Olivia Miles on Notre Dame, the way she's able to kind of move the ball around up and down the court?
Yeah, she's a good player, a big guard. You know, she's one of the best players in the country when she came in, and she kind of snuck some games in last year as a freshman, and she's going to be a great player.
Great, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Players.